Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Taz from Take It Outside, and we are going on a week-long camping trip, overlanding trip. Ooh, sorry about the sun right there. We're going to be doing a portion of the Smokey Mountain 1000 in the old Tacoma. So we're going to give you a quick rundown, and then we'll be on our way. So in this tote right here, I've got all of my main supplies, cooking, lights, all that stuff. We got our Swift Rise tent right here, a couple cots, chainsaw, 5 gallons of water. We got some Devos lights, some chairs, 5 gallons of gasoline back there, recovery boards, various other recovery tools. And in here, this is my newest purchase. Love this thing so far. Got a 12-volt fridge. Oh, in there, all of our food, snacks. And you may be wondering, hey, how is that ran? Well, we got the power ran to the Bluetti AC180 right here, and then we've got it ran up front, right up there to the cigarette lighter. So it's passive charging. So as the truck is on and the Bluetti is powered up, it is receiving power from the truck, and then it is powering the fridge. Sorry. Powering the fridge. And whenever we park and stuff like that, we don't want to, use up the truck battery. We can just unplug that from the cigarette lighter, and that thing will last, I don't know, like 10 plus hours running that big old fridge like that. So should have zero issues. Anyways, I'm going to get this can down to the street, and then we're going to be off. We got about an hour or so drive before we get going. So we are at our last fuel stop, topping off before we start hitting these trails. Got a little bit of a late start, ran into a bunch of traffic. Right now it is about 5:45 local time, 4:45 our time. But yeah, we will be hitting these trails pretty soon and setting up camp, because it's starting to get a little bit dark with some of these clouds. And then on top of, time change. So if y'all stick around, we'll get going. What it do? Already got that light turned on, but these Devos lights are awesome. I got this staged. This is my fire maple pot that comes with a French press right here. This thing is awesome because it comes with this base and it has an electric igniter on it. She's on. Some freshly ground coffee in here that I made right before we left. A little air escape. I forgot my stand. But right now it is 7 o'clock local time, 6 o'clock our time. I don't know if you can see, but it is a cool, foggy morning. It is about 52 degrees right now. Slept pretty good last night, actually. Sleeping bed I got goes down to like 30 degrees. It's nice and cozy last night. Pretty good. But this first campsite was kind of a, hurry up, get it done, get dinner, go to bed. We got here pretty late, later than what we intended to, so next campsite we'll get there early enough so we can set you up. You see our process and come with us and cook dinner and stuff like that. But if you like this kind of stuff, hang around. We're going to be having a bunch of off-roading today, like hard trails and stuff like that. So it should be an interesting day. We put on like 200 miles yesterday, 210 or something like that. So we've got about 460 miles left of this trip. So should be pretty interesting. Get in here and get some chiz. Get some biscuits. Eggs. This fridge right here, it's a dual zone, so I can either have it do fridge, freezer, 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 fridge, fridge, whatever I want. Right now, I've got it set to fridge, fridge. The Bluetti back here is still going strong. We're at, let's see, 57% from setting up camp at and turning off the truck at I don't know, probably around 6 or 7 last night. So not bad to only be at 57 or whatever that was, but we're going to get over here and we're going to get some breakfast going. And I noticed these trails last night, but I didn't go into them because it was pretty dark, and you never know what spooky things are out here in the wilderness. But this morning, decided to come and check them out, so I'm going to show y'all. Nature's pretty cool, man. But we're gonna finish wrapping up camp. We'll hit these trails. So we just hit a little out and back trail, and then we're back on the main Smokey Mountain 1000. And we just came by this. I think it's called Dudley Falls or something like that. But that is awesome. I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but someone's got some ropes tied off for you to jump in, and then stairs leading down. Cool little watering hole, and then also it's got a spot for you to dump your trash and use the restroom if you need it. But cool little spot, absolutely gorgeous out here. Yeah, if it were warmer, might be taking a dip, but it's still probably about 60 degrees right now. But absolutely breathtaking. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now we're off. This thing right here is like the biggest upgrade. Instead of having to go like one by one, and you turn it on right there, and it tells you your current PSI, and you open it up. The only bad side about this version of it is you have to open and close every time to check. So we've gone down a couple PSI, but they make a version where it has a constant monitor in it all the time, but it's like hundreds of dollars. But this does everything I need for what I need it. And then over there, there's a little extension for whenever I air up. But we're going to air down, and then we're about to hit Shad Road, going from north to south. It's a pretty technical road. It says the trail reports, it's a 4 out of 10, but with some sections being up to like a 6 or a 7. So we're going to air down to about 15 psi, and then get after it. So y'all stick around. Alright guys, so we're over here on Shad Road, and we've came up to our first real obstacle that makes this a 4. So you've got 2 sections here. We've opted for the left because this side over here, I'm afraid that I'll get high-sided coming up this edge right here. You got to worry about that right there. And then this immediate drop off right here, you can already see where some people have gotten hung up right there. And we've got the winch, however, there's more high sides. So let me try to get down here without falling again. I fell earlier. So we're going to take this left section over here. Seems a little bit easier, but still challenging. So the plan is to run across these ruts right here, up and over. I'm gonna give the camera to old Cassidy. I'm gonna throw my mucks on. We're gonna get going.
You might want to check this with the shovel. Straight. Straight. Straight.
All right, guys, so we just finished up Shad Road. It's a bypass for Hurricane Gap. Pretty cool if you got the equipment for it. Highly recommend. Well, there's no recommend, you need it. So 4-wheel drive, some kind of lift kit. I recommend 2+ inches and big tires, bigger tires than stock, because there's some dicey spots in there. And also make sure you have a spotter. She could use a little work, but she did good. But right now we are at Rich Mountain Fire Tower, and we're gonna climb up here and see what we can see. So I ain't fancy to have one of these ARB air compressors. I got this old Amazon special right here. It do pretty good, but the real star of the show is actually the Morrflate dual lines, like I mentioned before. You got a 7-foot extension on there, and that's obviously the pressure that is being put out. We're going to air these up to about 25 because we're going to be going on pavement and gravel.
And this is my job. So he does all the hard work, and I get to put the little caps back on the tire. Important.
So the coordinates that we took, that I found online for Smokey Mountain 1000, it took us through the town of Hot Springs. Really cool spot, small, quiet, sleepy town. If you do go down there, go to Smokey Mountain Diner. Food's really good, surface is kind of meh, but yeah, we were hitting the trail again, and we just seen this really, really cool spot. I had to pull over and get a view for y'all. Hopefully that turned out good, but we're about to hop back into the truck and get going. We are headed towards Max Patch. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on that portion of our trip to the Smokey Mountain 1000. That is going to wrap up part 1. We will probably have a part 2 and likely a part 3 in this series. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget about my giveaway for the Go Fast gloves. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.